big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. They'll give it to him again. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Now that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to throw on 2nd down. He's got an open man. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Jolly. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route. Then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Give to the back. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Nice job by the defense just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Catch in the middle. It's Jolly. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up 4th down.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down.
Here we go.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The completion well past the sticks. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. run the option. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes. And you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Snags it over the middle. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Down a touchdown right out of the chute. They'll try to keep their first drive alive by converting on fourth down from their own territory. Makes the catch past the sticks. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, South Carolina! What a catch and run for 6. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Really good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the 4th quarter.
Running to the left. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. To the ground to try to move the chains. And the Canes are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback. Stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense, because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inch, you just have to go execute, and they do it there.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On second down, he's looking downfield. Quarterback adapting. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. And the Hurricanes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
And the D denied him on 2nd and goal. Trying to pound their way in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
This offense has converted twice on 3rd down on this drive. A 3rd time would put him in the end zone. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
2nd quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you've practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hurricane.
And how about this offense? A big situation on 4th and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Arguably the game of the week, fellas, with 2 top 25 teams locking horns. Florida State is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to TCU. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll run play action. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Little touch pass to the receiver. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
Yeah, way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Back to the ground game on the left. Got room at the 35. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Fast motion from the offense. Quick pass on the fly motion. Puts him in the spin cycle. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
When you think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that where you're looking for the first down. You run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. A run for the quarterback. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And already it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at 35. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
He's going to pass on second down. Gets it out quickly. Just not willing to take the hit. He delivers it and gets to the 27.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver. Just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy. And I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on a slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the kick.
Unleashes one deep. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Lining up to add another. And it's perfect. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on first down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He rifles one deep to the left. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. He lets it fly. And that pass intercepted. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Canes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
This senior quarterback never afraid to run it when he has to pick up a first down.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
Trying to find his man on first down. Quickly complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. On the option. Quick toss. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
So the offense will go for it around midfield. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
Great job by the defense there. They were not caught off guard in that situation on the field. This offense might decide to go for it on 4th down. They're going to make the play. Their offense now takes over. And if I'm the play caller here, I am taking a shot. In a sudden change situation, let me see if I can throw one deep and make this team pay for not getting that 4th down.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Quarterback checking off. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
The Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. They're getting this guy lathered up. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
On 3rd and long, a check down will be the last resort. Complete downfield. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking up this 1st down. You're making it so hard on your offense.
They're a perfect 2 for 2 on 4th down. They'll go for the hat trick. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Finds his man enough for the 1st. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a 2-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
And the Canes look to keep this drive humming. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Touchdown, Miami! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, a very interesting scene playing out right now in this marquee top 25 matchup. Florida State is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Doak Campbell Stadium, one of the more special places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by 10 to TCU. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think
open runway ahead. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generate a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that as this game goes on. They got to funnel the football back to the middle of the field.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Miami 21, South Carolina 14.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They go to the ground. Discards a man. Tackle is made at the 33. It's about a 5-yard pickup, and that'll be enough for a first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Now the play fake. Using his feet to buy time. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously you don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
And what a nice job by the OC. Great job prodding, probing, figuring out what you need to do to get first down. That's all that matters. Third down conversions at the end of the day is a stat that all coaches look at because it has a lot to do with how much success you have offensively or defensively.
Got his man quickly.
Quarterback saw a quick opening right over the middle of the field, so he spits it out to his slot receiver on the slant pass. Nice job.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Gets rid of it. Finds his man, and they convert. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
And they must have had a play in practice that they just felt was unstoppable because they essentially just took away an automatic chip shot field goal to go for that 4th down. But because of the execution, it was just too good. They're looking now to score 6.
Off play action on 1st down. Coming after. Oh, no, the ball popped out. And the defense grabs it, and they're taking it the other way. Past the 50. The 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Canes. The defense takes matters into their own hands.
And that's just the guy you want to fight. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. They're just about to kick it off after that scoop and score 6. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Quick strike complete. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. The Gamecocks will hustle to the line.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we haven't.
And they got him for the sack.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
First down sack pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Number 7 with the grab and the score.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. They still need a touchdown and 2-point conversion to tie, and they'll go for the onside kick here in the 4th. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Finds a crease at the 20. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Hurricane!
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. They started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the fourth quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up in the game.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation where you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He makes the connection. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Miami! And the beatdown has ensued.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Kansas is currently working from behind. But how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know. They're trailing by just 4 to Washington State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll throw it on first down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Reaches into the bag of moves and finds his way up to the 31.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, it was not a good day.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense got it. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Canes. Not content to get the fumble, they scored with the fumble.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Wide receiver shows motion. They'll throw it on 1st down. Working that left side now. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Touch pass on the right. Inside the 40. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
And that's good enough for a 1st down.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here.
Get set.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. Throw to the end zone, picked off. And with that turnover, that'll finish the game. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the